Hey everyone! Welcome to our live. I am Heather, and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday at 9:30 Central Time. Guys, we're here for you. So if you are interested in Luminous, maybe you got one over the holiday. Who knows why you got one, but you have one, or maybe you're interested in it. Or maybe you never even heard of us and you're just checking it out. We are excited that you're here, and we talk Luminous. So whether it's skincare, color cosmetics, and of course, everybody knows because of airbrushing, we go over all of it. And today we're going to have some fun because we're going to do root and brow. We're going to talk about those important things like root and brow. And as you can, I'm trying to struggle opening this up. As you can tell, my brows are already on, but I'm going to take them off. And I have a special guest with us that she's going to come on. And she is going to do her roots. So she's lucky and already has her makeup on. So I am going to take off my brows, and we're going to, I just dropped it. Is that the one I needed? No, it's not. Okay. I had a blonde out because I was going to do that one too, but I'm going to go ahead. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Let me go over real quick the starter kit and what you receive in the starter kit. We always like to cover that because we know that a lot of people have questions. They're like, hey, what do I get? What's going on here? And so let's talk that. So let's talk about, this is our icon. We have the icon starter kit. We have the legend. We have, of course, the breeze starter kit. And it all comes with makeup. It all comes with the 2 bottles of foundation, love, and blush. Now, we give you the 2 large bottles so you can color match. So you can match 365 days a year. But at first, for this starter kit, think of this as your practice kit, as your, hey, let me figure out what I'm doing kit. Because, guys, this is a new way of putting on makeup. So there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. So don't freak out about that. And don't base your conclusions on the first time you use it either, because it does take some getting used to. And so if you have any problems, you can always schedule a one-on-one with me. So let's look at, these are the steps right here, is what I want you to do when you first get it. When you get the system, let me move all this over here. Turn it, plug it in, turn it on, and just feel that air around your face. Doing this, moving that stylus, figuring out, okay, wherever there's air, that's where the makeup's going to go. Then put water in here and then start pulling back with the trigger. If you can spray water on your face and it's not dripping, then you have a good handle on it. The water is heavier than the makeup, so it's going to run down your face if you're spraying too hard. If you first get the kit and you're like, I have the wrong colors, I'm orange or whatever, guess what? You're spraying too hard. Flat out, you're spraying too hard. If it's wet or sticky, you're spraying too hard. So there is a little bit of a learning curve, and just know that going in, right? Everybody has experienced it. Everybody knows. All right, so let's, hey, Dottie, good morning. Hello, Bethany. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Elvina. I like that name, Elvina. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring on my pal. Voila! How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So Olivia is joining us today. I'm shaking these up. So we're going to talk about the root and brow. So I have the root and brow. We're going to do, I've already done it in my hair. I'm obsessed with I think people know it's the brow, but forget about the root part. Because it's pretty amazing what it can do with the roots. You talk about saving money, not freaking out about what, like, oh my gosh, my grays, my roots, blah, 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 blah. I don't have to worry about it at all because of this. And so I'm going to do the brows, and Miss Thang is going to do her roots. And I have, you see these grays right here? I'm going to have to cover those. I didn't cover those on purpose today. Just for y'all. All right, so I'm going to go in. Look how sad that brow is.
What color are you
Oh,
Brown?
you're asking the same questions. I'm going to do, I had the older bottles, and so I pulled some of the newer bottles, and so I was shaking them up. When I was blonde, I probably would have done the blonde. That's a pretty good color. And then this is the brown. So I'm probably going to do the brown. At home, I know my mix, but I am with the older bottles, but I need some coffee. Hello, Peggy. Bethany, what are you doing? Oh, did you practice your singing? Did you warm up, Olivia?
Maybe, maybe not.
It's singing. It's talk singing. Is what I like to call it.
So it's not regular singing.
No, it's not like I'm going to ask you to sing a song. It's like, hello. With the root and brow, you do get your stencils. So you get like, I think it's 7 or 9 stencils to choose from. And if you're like, I don't know which one to use, it's like a puzzle, a kid's puzzle. It is so easy, okay? Just hold them up to your eyebrow. Whichever one is closest to your shape, that's the one you're going to use. It does not have to be an exact shape. It does not have to be perfectly in line. In fact, you can look through these and say, oh, I really like that brow. I want that one. And do that one, because I'm going to tell you all a little secret. The 3 and the 4 are my favorites. I'm going to find it. And those are the ones that I use. They are numbered. Here's the 3. Oh, here's the 4. The 3 and the 4 are my faves. I just love that shape. And I can shape my brow how I want it and then pluck around any stray hairs. I also like my brows a little thicker, so I move up a little bit. But guys, I'll tell you right now, it does not have to be like this. You don't have to lay it flat on your face. In fact, when I do it, I'm barely even touching it. So just thought. Bethany's getting her brow kit out now. Thank you, Bethany. It's 9 stencils. Bethany uses 2 different ones. Bethany is asking, do you prime first? So you can. I do have lotion on, some moisturizer on. So I'm not going to prime. But yeah, you can prime beforehand. If you wanted to do the velvet veil, you can do that beforehand, all of that. I actually like to do my brows first. I now find it hard to even do eyeshadow if I don't have my brow on. I'm like, something's off. So, and again, Olivia is going to be doing her roots. So Olivia, you can start.
Okay. So I'm not going to do the top of my head because I actually like the root look. But as you guys could tell, I am a fake blonde. So I deal with a lot of breakage like around my face. So I like to use the root and brow to fill in like some little bald spots, places where there's just not as much hair. So that's what I like to use it for. So I'm going to fill it in a little bit there today.
That's the one thing I'm obsessed with it because I fill in my scalp. Even the day I get my hair colored, I like it there because it looks fuller.
Right. And like, especially like I'm really self-conscious when I wear my hair back and you can really see the breakage. Like when it's down, it's like not as noticeable, but if I were to wear my hair back, it just makes my hairline fuller. And I like the way that that looks better.
Yep. You know, all those people in Hollywood do that.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm going to take this stencil, hold it to my eyebrow. And when I'm doing the eyebrows, I work from the start to the arch, and then the arch from the tail. And again, does not have to be like flat on your face. Okay. I can take it off and look.
I have heard, Heather, though, that people do use 2 stencils because they like the top of one part, but the bottom of the other, which is a really good creative idea too.
Yeah.
So there's a stencil for everybody out there.
There really is. You can create one too.
or stencils, I should say.
Yeah.
Everybody out there.
Ooh. No, this is number 3. I use the 3 and the 4. But see how like I like mine a little bit thicker, so I'll go in and adjust that.
Bethany says she likes the description fake blonde.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it. I was blonde as a child and I'm not anymore. So
That did not happen. Were you a cotton top?
a what?
A cotton top.
What does
Like
that mean?
a cotton top. We're teaching Olivia a new word today. Cotton top is when you were like super blonde as a baby.
I wouldn't say like super blonde, no.
Okay.
No. But
You're like,
I don't think I would qualify as a cotton top, no.
Okay. So guys, look at what a difference that makes. Now I can just put that on and you can go in and tweak it with our Duo brow pencil. So I can go in, let's make this, if you wanted to. Now, most of the time I just do it where it's just the stencil because they really are that easy. But if you needed to tweak, and all I have to do is kind of go on the outside lines. I don't have to fill in the inside because I got that. I mean, oh my gosh. Hello, beautiful. Did you forget something? Oh my gosh, I can see your eyes. Go back to bed. Oh, this is amazing. What just happened? Olivia, this is what I do at my house by myself, okay?
I could tell you just had your coffee. I could really tell.
Yes. I told Olivia, I was like, do you want some coffee? And I'm like, 3 cars, 2 cars.
This is your chance.
You're losing it. Because don't you hate it when you ask people that and they're like, yes. And we're like.
And you left already?
All right. So I just turned the stencil, but I had to wipe it off first. And then going in, starting at the front. I mean, look at that. Look how much that makes a difference.
It's really good.
And guys, when we first came out with this, I thought, oh Lord, it's gonna look like Sharpies or like something crazy. And it honestly, it looks so natural. It's so easy to do. Again, not having to really hold the stencil up or flat to my face. And guess what? Hold on. Oh no, I messed up. What do I do? Oh my gosh. That's it. Fixed. I mean, you can be a professional. But it really is amazing. And I used the icon or the legend just because I'm going to put my makeup on and I'm going to use the Breeze, and I just didn't want to have to clean it out in between. I'll clean it out afterwards, but that's it. Okay, so I think I did go a little bit too, no, maybe not. I'm going to thicken this a little bit. What did Sarah say about being super blonde?
Sarah said, I was very blonde when I was little and older, and the older I get, and after having my son, my hair is so dark, I dye it platinum blonde because the dark scares me. I agree. The dark scares me too.
Who here remembers me blonde? What? That was platinum too. Believe it or not. All right, so I'm just going to brush through them. Bam. Bam. Done. Make sure you clean it off. And I'm just taking a wipe. And there you go. There you go. And I did test it out on my hand.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You have to switch it because if you don't, you'll get it on your. Because what the stencil does, it's protecting it, right? You can spray like crazy. I mean, you're going to go where the opening is. But of course, there's going to be overspray on the stencil, so you wipe that off and then flip it. So, all right, yay! Oh, should I do my little grays right here? I'll try to look in the mirror or the camera. That's hard. I think I need the darker one for my scalp. But it really is. I mean, it's not difficult at all. At all. Like, I think some people think, oh, it's going to be kind of crazy. But to make your hair look fuller, to not have to go and get your roots done as often, you know, now that we're kind of back to not going out as much, you know, you want to be careful. So, I mean, this allows you to look amazing when we don't have the access maybe to being able to go get stuff done. So you can do your eyebrows, pluck and tweeze around this area and shape them how you want them. If you're like, hey, my eyebrows don't have an arch, you can do this eyebrow or whatever shape you like and fix it. I mean, you can design your own eyebrow. And again, it's going to save you some money too. So, well, there you go. There you go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup. So, Olivia, would you like to stay and talk, or would you like to go do some work? I know Olivia has some things to do. She has to film some stuff today. So,
I do.
But
okay.
I'm going to do the basics. And just go through our starter kit, get my face on, and then we'll go from there. All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Such a sweetie. All right. So now let's go ahead and do some makeup. So I'm going to take, we talked yesterday about my face. We talked about I needed a tan. So I did spray some tan on this morning. I did the tanning spray. I sprayed that on earlier today. I put my drops of my foundation. I'm still using shade 3. I probably should put a couple of drops of 2 in there, but I'm using the Rose foundation. The Rose foundation is a medium to full coverage foundation. Now, because I'm going straight to foundation, I am going to go ahead and spray my eyelids to get those covered, get the darkness covered, and then keep going, making those passes, staying 4 finger widths away from the face. You don't want to be too close, because our habit would be to go too close, because that would be our muscle memory, knowing that we're used to touching our face when putting on makeup. So we have to remember to keep it back. You don't want to get too far, because then it's not going to go on your face, right? So 4 finger widths away. And guys, this is how precise it is. Like, I have my eyebrows on. I have all that. It's not getting into everything. It's not getting into my hair. It's all good. Now, that was the apricot, or I'm going to use the apricot blush. Or what do I do with it? Or do I want to use the natural blush? Let's use the natural blush. I was going to use apricot, but I'll do natural. Shaking it up. Da, 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 da. Putting my drops in. Now, the natural blush, I always tell you guys to use 2 drops of blush, because our blush does bloom. Natural is the only one that you could possibly use more. It doesn't bloom as much. And so I put my drops in, and feeling where this airbrush is going, I'm going straight, or where the air is going. Now I make my movements first, then pull back on the trigger. That helps from having any hot spots. It'll prevent you from having hot spots. And hot spots are where the makeup goes on your face. So if you're just sitting there waiting for the makeup to come out, that's when you're going to get a hot spot. So if you make the movement and then pull back, you're good. All right. Now I'm going to grab Love. And Love is a hydrating illuminator. It does give your skin some luminosity, not necessarily a shine or a like the luminizers, but it gives it some luminosity. And now I'm going to put that at the high cheekbone area. I'm even going to do my lids to create a super natural look. Oh, Candy, that's so sweet, baby. I wish I could. All right. Now, spray that. So it gives me some kind of like young, youthful skin, which I want. I want it back. I want it back. So there we have, whoa, everything that we have in our kit, I used. So I used the foundation, I used the Love, and I used a blush. And so it gives, we give you everything you need to get started, okay? If you have, you can contour, you can put eyeshadow on. If you have, you know, the click and plays or any of our palettes, you can do that. Now I'm going to add some mascara. Curling the lashes. And going in. And I swipe mascara top, like front and back. And look at that. Oh, mascara makes such a difference. Now, even though this is a very basic, plain look, plain but presentable look, putting lashes on, or especially our Lash Lure lashes, would make a big difference. It would dress it up because of the fact if you use the 2-in-1 Smart Adhesive, it gives it more of a, I'll have an eyeliner look. And then, of course, the lashes would be a little more dramatic, a little fuller. And then I'm going back, straightening out those lashes. I probably spend more time putting mascara on than I would putting lashes on. All right, there we go. And then let's see what lips. Should we go light? This is Naked Tulip. Now I already had on Dusty Rose lip liner, so I'll just leave that. And then on top, I'll put the Naked Tulip. Okay. There we go. I love this pink. It's a bright pink, but the fact that it's so matte, I love it. And then just to show you guys too, let's see, what can I use? Let's try this. So let's say you put this on and you're like, well, maybe that's too bright, maybe, which I love this color. This is Pouting Peony. If I wanted to make it darker or richer, try not to put too much on. I think I just spit. I could do that. And that just changed the color a little bit. If I added more Dusty Rose beforehand, the lip liner, it would have deepened this as well. So you have a lot of options as far as, like, you know how I always tell you guys there's no mistakes when putting on airbrush. There's no mistakes when putting on lips. You can always change it, making that line better. Midstream. just like that. See? Easy, easy. Bethany loves the pinks and the reds. Yeah, I think everybody should have a red that they just love, like their go-to red. Having a very classic red is, I think, important. Very important. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you, Olivia, for joining us for the root and brow. I appreciate that. Even though you got to come on with makeup on, that's okay. But I hope everybody has a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow. We will be here. Remember, we are here for you guys each and every day, Monday through Friday at 9:30 Central Time. All right, I'll see you later. Bye for now.